Fox, what's up? Heal me. Only 14k for healing, not half bad. Hit me with a save, too. No. Hello? That's better. Alright, now we gotta climb... What's it called? Naoto's dungeon. Talk to Naoto. Is Teddy your bench warmer? Yeah, Teddy is, I've never used Teddy, and I don't plan to. That's not true. I tried them in my first playthrough. In this playthrough, I have not touched Teddy, and I don't plan to. But, yes, in this playthrough, he is the bench warmer. I'm gonna bring Yosuke in the party and take Chie out. Yosuke is still a little lower leveled. So is Kanji, but, you know. Only room... There's gotta be 2 benches, or 3 bench people. Not counting Teddy, 2 bench people, because I use everyone else evenly. This is like a strong shadow from way down below. If you're planning to go defeat it, be careful, senpai. Alright. Oh, get ready for another dungeon climbing segment. After this, though, we're gonna go straight to heaven. Teddy doesn't count as a person, exactly. Didn't Naoto only have like 8 floors or something? I don't remember. 8 or 9, something like that. It was less than 10. I'll admit the Gaia sword doesn't look that cool, but I got it. It's a Grandia reference. I know Gaia is like a big thing, but I will reference whatever I feel like it. I guess I can't run.
I'm still looking.
Who is...
It's
Dark?
4
That's
enemies
Dark?
left. Don't give up.
Goodbye. Get me done.
3 left.
Who knew insta-kills would come in handy?
Nato-kun's busting heads and...
Fire, huh? Good thing I have Agadine. Dude, Naoto can hit every single weakness.
Perfect. Here goes.
Well, not actually, but she's got fire and wind.
Enemy down. Be gone.
Dude, Naoto is like a bunch of characters rolled in one. And she's got Megadola, so that's a win for her in my book. Persona card. I already have Samael. Give me XP up, whatever.
Another level for me.
Yo, I forgot we have Susanoo now. Or a dime, obviously. We really gotta max out Chie soon, because she's pretty close to getting her next Persona. And I think Risei's at like rank 7, so Risei's not too far as well. Kanji's probably still like rank 6 or 7. Naoto's at rank 3, so she's still got a good way to go. She'll be the last one getting her Persona evolved. Mostly because of how late the game gives her to you. Dude, I look to my left because I'm so used to my dogs being in my room. Because every time I record in the morning, because of the construction going on in my place, I have to have my dogs with me, but they're not with me when I stream. I just always look to the side because I'm used to doing it. It's just a new habit. Been a lot better than I thought, though. Like, they are really good with all the noise. Bum, 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 bum. Don't swap out single hitting with the AoE move. Did I do that? what did I end up taking with Yosuke? Did I not? No, show me your Persona stats. I took a Garula for Garudine. That's the right call to do. I got Garudine, I took out Garula. I still have my Garula.
Careful, it's immune to electricity. Senpai!
Don't you dare kill Narukami.
Here.
Senpai, you're low on health. Be careful. Wind.
Oh, look at this.
Enemy down. That's the way, Yosuke Senpai. Enemy down. That's the way, Yosuke Senpai. Enemy down.
All right. Out of our way.
Were you in SMT? Narasimha. I don't recognize you. Probably not. Goodbye, Ukabak.
My level has risen.
It has risen. Yo, Tetracorn, don't mind if I freaking do. Okay, you don't need both of these insta-kills. I'm actually gonna take out on my own because I have Dominion and I'll never lose Dominion.
Careful, Senpai. You're low on health.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I was just remembering how Chaos placed the wrong move on Yosuke, so that's what I was talking about. That's your biggest mistake, McTeeny. You're right, though. I could make the same mistake. You never know. I did do that really fast. I could have made the same mistake, but normally I pay attention to what I'm doing. Excuse me. Again, climbing these dungeons doesn't take like an eternity, but it takes way longer than it should. There's just no reason you have to climb these again. Like, what does it add other than padding for the optional bosses? We're gonna have to do this 2 more times, aren't we? We're gonna have to climb Heaven again to fight the mini-boss there, and then we're gonna have to climb probably to find, like, the dungeon before the golden one. I don't think the golden dungeon and the final dungeon have a mini-boss. I could be wrong, though. So we're probably gonna have to do this 2 more times. Which, it's whatever. It adds playtime? Yeah, it adds playtime to a Persona game, which is already plenty long. And plus, all you're really doing is climbing up the dungeon, and most of the time, people aren't going to want to fight the enemies, especially the ones in, like, the earlier dungeons. You're not going to want to re-fight the enemies. Although the level scaling in this game is really, really whack, and I'm playing the Steam port, so if I wasn't playing the Steam port, it wouldn't make the game better, though. It would make it really annoying, though. If I wasn't playing the Steam port, the level scaling would be whack, but I'm just gonna say it right now, it is whack. I'm just using the Steam port's modifications to make it a comfortable experience. Because I've never played... I have a PS TV now because I got it for Hearts, but I never played Persona 4 on the PS Vita. Or the original. My experience with Persona 4 is when the Steam port came out and right now. But I do remember from Chaos's playthrough, because I watched his playthrough before I played the game. I just watched it before I played the game because I was like, I'm never gonna play Persona 4 because I don't have a Vita. So I just watched it, and then like, hey, they announced a Steam port, so I got to experience it. But I remember hearing stuff about the level scaling. Then I did more research, and I was like, yeah, this is actually really annoying. I tried playing the Steam port without the modifications. Like, when the Steam port came out, I tried doing Kanji's dungeon without the XP increase. It was annoying. I had to, like, grind a bit more to make it to the boss's levels, and the bosses weren't easy. So for this playthrough, I'm like, hey, remove all that frustration and just play the game, have fun. It's Persona, it's already a long game. Don't need to add more playtime. I don't recall Persona 5's level scaling being bad. Persona 5's another game I have a weird history with. I played the original, made it to...
One enemy on the field.
I'm just gonna kill you. What's the point of running?
Let's go.
Made it to Haru. Didn't finish original Persona 5. So I have no answer for you in late game Persona 5. In the original Persona 5, I have no answer for you. The Royal did not have any level scaling issues. Although I heard Royal was too easy.
Oh, nice move.
Like, even more so than the original. But I never actually finished the original. I just finished Royal. So I know Persona 5, but only because I finished Royal. I do not recall any moment in that game where the level scaling isn't good. So I think it's fine. Please give me this, When was it too easy? I didn't have a too easy experience. No, I was hearing other people's opinions. My opinion is the difficulty's fine. Other people's opinions, apparently people say it's too easy, and I'm like... People are like, oh, you get all this stuff that just makes it way too easy, and I'm like, okay. Just change the difficulty. Persona 5 has like 5 different difficulty options. So if you think normal mode's too easy, then just play on hard or play on merciless or whatever that difficulty's called. I didn't think it was too easy. I thought it was perfectly balanced. It wasn't the hardest game ever, but I probably had a boss or two. It's been a while since I played it. I probably had a boss or two where I had trouble on, possibly. Probably the SMT players? Yeah, probably. SMT players do that. I recently jumped on the SMT train, mostly because of Raptor. But even so, I don't think Persona 5 is too easy. It's not as hard as Persona 4, but that's not a problem. Like, I don't need games to be overly difficult. As long as they're not, like, baby mode easy, that's cool with me. So I would consider myself an SMT fan. I played SMT Nocturne and 5 and liked them both. And I plan to play other SMTs, but I'm definitely not like, hey, Persona sucks. I'm like somewhere in the middle. I like both of them. Because Persona has the amazing characters and mostly amazing stories, but SMT has the better, like the more really cool lore and focus on the demons. So I don't think any of them are better. I don't think it's actually possible to say one's better. It just depends on your preference. It's a UFO!
Oh, that's not...
God's hand?
Darkness won't work.
I know Chie
Now,
gets
what
that at
could
some
you be
point.
weak to? You can win this. Blast
Oh,
it.
Yosuke, perfect.
One enemy to go. Keep
And
it up.
Naruto.
All yours.
Naruto.
Counting on you. Persona.
Turns out I have Garudine too.
You hit the enemy's weakness.
All right.
It's showtime. Are you ready?
You guys better keep up.
Go! Knock him out! It's over. Oh, I can't defeat it.
You disagree? Disagree with what? What specifically do you disagree with?
Enemy down.
I said a couple of stuff.
Understood. Places, everyone. And action. Yes, let's finish them. Go! Beat him up!
Nah, the thing about SMT or Persona, which one's better, the thing about being it based on personal preference, that's like basically fact. Because Persona and SMT, I feel like excel at different things. While the combat's basically similar,
You hit
they
the
excel at
enemy's
different
weakness.
things. So I feel like it's like
Good answer.
only natural that if you look for better characters, you're not gonna like SMT, but you'll like Persona.
Trigger.
I've only played 2 SMT games though, but I played enough to know
All right.
the gist of it.
Ready or not, here we come.
So I don't have an answer on which one I like more. They're basically like, it depends on the games and how like fun the games are.
It's over. So persistent. Persona. Enemy down. Understood. Here goes.
Counting on you. Persona.
You hit the enemy's
Although-
weakness.
Good
If
answer.
you wanted to make things more interesting, I guess we could do it like this. I played 2 SMT games, and I played 2 Persona games to completion. Mind you, I never finished Persona 3. I finished 2 Persona games to completion. Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 Royal. If I were to compare Nocturne to Persona 4, because Nocturne came out around the same time as the original Persona 4, and SMT 5 and Persona 5 are kind of like close enough in years. I will say that I liked Persona 5 more than I like SMT 5. Because as much as I did like SMT 5, the story and everything else kind of dropped the ball. Other than the combat, I prefer Persona 5.
No escape. Go. Beat him
Like,
up.
other than the combat in SMT 5, there's nothing really much gripping me to it. Even though I still like SMT 5 a good bit. And when it comes to this in Nocturne,
Couldn't do it.
I think I actually prefer, as a game,
No. Senpai, no. Please get up.
that happened. As a game, it's gonna be a hot take, but I think I prefer SMT Nocturne as a game to this game. Like, I love this game, I do. The characters are amazing in this game. This is one of my favorite cast of characters. But as a game, Persona 4 is just like, it's not as like, it's not like amazing. It's not even one of my favorite games. I'm coming back to this mini boss, by the way. As a game, Persona 4 isn't bad. It's not even one of my favorite games, though. Now, if you were to ask me, hey, what's your favorite cast of characters? The investigation team would probably be up there. I would probably put these characters on, like, one of my favorite cast of characters of all time. But as a game, I think I prefer SMT Nocturne. Because I really liked, just the way Nocturne's combat works a lot better than Persona 4, and I also really liked the second half of the game focused a lot on, different endings and different ideologies, which was really, really cool. And this game drops the ball with the story, too. Like, while the characters are great, it drops the ball with the story, so... I think I would prefer Nocturne a little bit as a game. Good luck.